Hello, it's Dr. Rasheda L. Weaver, and I'm the founder and CEO of the International Institute for Social Entrepreneurship. And in this video, I'd like to discuss a little bit about my social entrepreneur coaching sessions. I've actually never seen anyone else do this, which makes sense because social entrepreneurship is an emerging field. But my social entrepreneur coaching sessions are naturally for social entrepreneurs, people who are doing businesses that combat social problems, running nonprofit organizations that combat social problems, and they may even have a combination of a nonprofit and a for-profit business. And so this is my book, Social Entrepreneurship: A Practical Introduction, through which a lot of my work is based on, although I've been in this field for over 10 years. So yeah, it's a whole lot of knowledge. All right, so the coaching sessions that I offer 30-minute coaching sessions and 1 hour coaching sessions. And I work with social entrepreneurs from all kinds of backgrounds. Some of them have taken my boot camp, my Ready, Set, Launch Social Enterprise Boot Camp. Some of them have read my book. Some of them don't know me. They just find me somewhere on the internet. Maybe they've read a publication, they've heard me speak somewhere, and they are coming to me for some kind of guidance in running their organization. And a lot of times, what it actually ends up being is guidance in navigating the journey, the social entrepreneur's journey, because at different levels of your organization, at different stages of your organization, whether you're like an early stage social entrepreneur, which is just your idea, or maybe you started taking action, you've been in business for a year, or maybe you've been in business for 10 years. There's different challenges along the way, and there's different benefits and rewards along the way. And you evolve so much as a person along that journey that definitely having some guidance and also a sounding board, because social entrepreneurship is rare, right? Entrepreneurship in general is rare. Most people are workers, and most people are not running organizations that aim to combat social problems and also make money as well, right? And so my goal is to help you navigate this journey, have you be healthy as you navigate this journey. I'm big on health and lifestyle. I talk a lot about the social entrepreneur's lifestyle. This is also on my website, rashedaweaver.com. And so things like adjusting your mindset from entrepreneurship to, I'm not going to cut that out, entrepreneurial mindset, from a worker mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset, understanding and trusting the process, budgeting and managing money, and the importance of keeping money. You got to keep your money. You got to keep some of it. You can't spend it all because we need you to stay in business. And we don't know what the future holds, right? Practicing deferred gratification, dealing with the growing public profile, spirit and soul care. I think the majority of people that work with me in any kind of shape or form really like my spirit. And I take really good care of my spirit, my aura, my soul, and I teach you how to do that as well. So, like I said, I want the entrepreneur to be, I don't want you to just go out there and help people and become a martyr and suffer for your cause. I don't promote that. I promote you living a healthy life, you doing well, and you doing good for the community that you are serving as well. So, we'll talk about eating patterns, taking baths like Epsom salt bath, lots of different things, nutrition, who you're surrounding yourself with, how to improve your circle, how to advance your network. I do all that good stuff. Overcoming imposter syndrome, exploring the feasibility of your organization, right? Action plans. I help with strategic planning. So I've been doing this work for a really long time. Revenue modeling as well, right? So revenue modeling, not just one and done revenue streams, one and done events, but setting up recurring systems of revenue for you and your organization. Choosing legal structure. So I've been doing this work for a really long time. My dissertation is the first large-scale study of social enterprises in the United States of America. I work with social entrepreneurs throughout the globe. My book has been purchased by people in over 60 countries. I've directly worked with social entrepreneurs. Oh my goodness. And social entrepreneur scholars from I think, oh my goodness, like about 60 countries. And so I get around. Either I get around, my work gets around, and my name gets around. And so, in a good way. And I love what I do. I've been doing this, like I said, my first idea of starting to do work in social entrepreneurship came to me around 13 years old. I just didn't know what the field was called. And I told my dad I wanted to go to a business high school. I grew up in New York City, so we could have that choice. I ended up going to Norman Thomas Business High School at age 14, and I started studying psychology there because I wanted to understand psychology behind poverty, because I wanted to use business as a tool for addressing poverty. And then that whole journey took me on a path to exploring this in college. And that's where I really just, no, I didn't discover the term social entrepreneurship until I was in graduate school. And so, wow. But I was like trying to piece this all together, like understanding human psychology. How do we keep people from being poor? And when I say poor, I mean multi-dimensional poverty, not just money, but poor in the spirit, poor in the mind, poor in health, poor in your friendships and relationships. And so I love what I do. I've been doing it for a very long time. If you think about the fact that I first had the idea when I was 13, it's been 20 years since that, and I just kept on the same path. And I've worked in academia. I now work for myself, and I feel like God is has been with me throughout this whole entire process. And I'm really excited to working with you. Always use the contact form if you'd like to get in contact with me. And yeah, thank you for listening.